All right, fuck banks. Bill, I'm writing to you because I believe you are the only man crazy and angry enough to relate with me on this. Dude, fuck banks. Fuck them all. This month, I just found out I owe my bank $45. Apparently, Fitness Connection attempted to withdraw $10 from my account these past 2 months, once a month. I had about $5 in my bank 2 months ago. This could not cover the $10 fee a month for my gym membership twice, so now I'm being charged a fee of $5, even though, one, it's debit, two, Fitness didn't actually withdraw the money, they only attempted to, nothing went through. So not only do I owe my bank $45, but I also owe Fitness Connection about $50 in late fees and the two $10 fees that never got paid. Please explain to me why I'm being charged for this transaction that didn't go through. Is there a guy working in the dark room at the bank pushing buttons who they have to pay for the transaction services? No. It's all fucking ones and zeros, all computers. Yet another fee that we as consumers accept for no reason at all, even if it makes no sense. The idea of letting an entity such as a bank hold your money seems to carry way more cons than it does perks. I'm taking your advice and I'm going to call and complain until I get what I want. Fuck banks forever. Now all my money lives in the walls. If the house burns down, then so be it, but at least I didn't get fucked by the man. Keep the good work and good luck to your Celtics. Jason Tatum is looking like a baller. All right. I agree with a lot of things you're saying there, but what you didn't take responsibility for was your own actions that led to this. All right? If you know that you owe your gym $10 a month, you're going to have to fucking have that in your bank account. You didn't have that. So then, I don't know how it works. I know if you write a check and it bounces, there's a fee. So you're saying this is debit, but you're using your debit like paying cash and everything. So I actually don't think banks are out of line for doing that. What I think is you need to be more responsible with your money. And like, I agree with you. Banks are fucking evil. It's a giant Ponzi scheme. There's nothing behind the fucking money, but everybody believes in it. So, hey, we live another day. All right? But the thing about it is you have to learn to make money work for you. And if you don't understand money, the wonderful thing about the internet is if you stop, reading people screaming about politics or watching online porn and all of that shit, which I've been guilty of all of that stuff, there's actually a lot of things that you can learn. And what I've learned about money is that money can set you free or it can imprison you. And it all depends on the choices that you're making. And the choices that you're making, sir, are horrific. And back in the day would have landed you and all of your family into debtor's prison. So you got off easy in the modern world. I guess taking your money out of the banks, putting it in your walls. I don't disagree with that past a certain amount of fucking money, but I like to invest in things that are intangible. I'm into real estate. I'm into buying apartment buildings and shit like that. You always have to hedge your bets. Like, I'm buying apartment buildings, just starting to do that. Not as like I bought a bunch. I'm looking at one, right? Because it fascinates me to have income coming into my house every month that's not actually in the business that I'm in. And the business that I'm in now, considering now with social media, somebody can just say you did something and there's no, there's no due process or anything. And that could literally cause everybody in the business you're in to just walk away from you. And then what do you do? So, and that's just a new pitfall in this fucked up business that I'm in, which, even before all that Me Too shit, I mean, you see these movie stars, one hit after another, and all of a sudden they have a couple of flops in a row, and then they just disappear. So this business has always been fickle as hell, so I planned on doing this anyways. But after all of that stuff came out, and just recently looking at that Tom Brokaw stuff, I don't know if he's guilty or innocent, but the fact that two people can just accuse him and which is totally their right. But the amount of people that just on the accusations now just look at that guy like he's a complete piece of shit isn't right. Isn't any more right than if he actually did what they said they were doing and then he's actually guilty of it. But to just, an accusation is just an accusation. But the amount of people that then take that as, game, set, match is, it's just how the world works. It's just how it works. So, you need to learn about money. You can't just say fuck banks and then just be antisocial and have your money in the walls. I mean, you can use banks as long as you know what the game is. You can use it in your favor, and if you just resist the stupidity of consumption and flat screen TVs and all of this shit that these stupid fucking celebrities show you when they go into their houses and, I had this stupid thing. What they're showing you is a fucking, the only thing that's impressive is the house. Everything else is a liability. It's all depreciating assets. Their fucking cars, all of that shit. You know what I mean? Those stupid supercars that those fucking idiots buy, that, the only place you really should be taking it is to a track so you can actually, open the thing up. And then all of those cars, you look at those Ford GTs. I saw one the other day for sale, and it was fucking 10, 15 years old, and it was high miles. It had 6,000 miles on it. Now, it retained most of its value, but it's just, I don't know. I guess unless you're going to buy those things. But all of those flat screen TVs, the monogram fucking stupid shit, the oil painting yourself, it's just a bunch of shit. It's fucking stupid. The pots and pans that you buy, that rather than just buying the ones at Target, you go out and you got to go to fucking Foof's fucking place and buy these gourmet level fucking pots and pans to heat up your fish sticks. Because at the end of the day, you're still that blue-collar jerk-off. It's all a fucking waste of money, and it's just a bunch of shit. Now, if you actually take your money, right, and learn how to invest it, and then your money starts making money, that's when you flip it. When your money is earning you fucking money, when you're fucking sitting on a couch watching a game and your money is out there making you fucking money, then you understand it. And I don't even understand it, okay? But I'm just starting to learn how to do it. And I don't know, it's nowhere in the educational system. You have to seek out that knowledge yourself. Like most quality knowledge that's out there, you have to seek it out because people aren't going to give it to you. So that's what I would say. So I feel for you that you're in that position. I've been in that position. But I wouldn't say fuck banks. Use banks rather than have banks use you. All right, there you go. It's a long explanation, but an important subject. All right, my sister's deadbeat boyfriend. Dear Tara Billy, I don't even know what that means. I'm a junior in high school, and I live with my mother, sister, and her deadbeat boyfriend. Wow. He moved in with intentions to pay rent and help fix up our house that is slowly falling apart. Is this Dwight Yoakam from fucking Sling Blade? But for the past year, this loser's had no job and has paid no rent. Yeah, he's a gold-digging whore. All he does is sleep all day and play Xbox. He also mentally manipulates my sister by telling her things like her family doesn't care enough about her to give her a funeral. Oh, my God. You got to get this guy out of the house. While he gets high and drunk and totes his guns around, my mom has on multiple occasions threatened to kick him out but she won't in fear that my sister will go with him. What in the fuck is... I don't even understand how a parent loses this level of control in their own house. So, Bill, what do you think I should do about this situation? Thank you for being so damn fun. Thank you. All right. Looking forward to Family Season 3. What do you think I should do? You got to sit down and talk to your mom. And you just say, Mom, I know this is a difficult situation, but you got to kick this guy out of the house. He's drunk and he's walking around with guns. You got to choose your family first. And if our sister chooses him over us, then so be it. I mean, that's it, dude. You got to get that guy out of the fucking house. Fuck that loser. That's it. These are all cut and dries this week. Dump that fucking douche that banded that chick after he gave her the ecstasy. Learn how to fucking use money correctly and get this fucking guy out of the house. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm cheating on a test here. These are easy this week. Sit down with your mom and just say, we got to kick this guy out. And this is what I would do. I would, if you need to, I would call the cops before you kick him out. If you think he's going to be a problem, I would have the cops come down there and say, I don't want this guy in my house anymore. He does have firearms and I want him out of the house. What a fucking loser. All right. Dumped because of infidelity 20 years ago. Big Billy Bald Balls. Massive fan of the podcast, and your specials have had me in stitches. Oh, thank you. I really need your opinions / advice on a situation with recent issues. I've just broken up with an amazing lady, the woman I was going to propose to this month. We had been together 8 months, but when you get to your late 30s, you can cut through the bullshit pretty quickly and get to a meaningful relationship. I knew she was the one I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Our relationship had been great. No arguments, lots of fun, laughter, and love. Only one issue existed between us, and it seems to have caused the end of the relationship. Not long after we started dating, we were out having drinks, and we were talking lightly about past relationships, and she asked if I had ever been unfaithful. I wanted to be honest and said yes. She asked to know more, and I described a time when I was 20 and I had been an idiot and cheated on my girlfriend at the time. I stressed that I regretted it and have never entertained the thought of doing that again. I am simply not the same guy. She reacted very badly, leaving the pub, crying outside before coming back in and telling me she wished I'd lied. We managed to get past it, though, that night. Dude, you were 20. The relationship went on as normal. We shared many weekends and holidays, fun nights out, cozy nights in, talked about a future together, and I was invited to share Christmas and New Year's with her entire family. It was great. Even as recently as last week, she was redesigning my garden for use in the summer. It has reared its head 2 more times since then. Once on my birthday in January when we nearly broke up over it and she was struggling with it again. She was so upset, kept saying, why couldn't you have just lied? But we talked through and moved on again, or so I thought. And then, of course, recently when it all ended, every time it has come up, I've been honest and shown true remorse and been very supportive. Very recently, we broke up because she just can't get past my past and said it's the only thing stopping her from committing to me fully. She loves me, wanted to be talking about having children with me, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to read this. Everywhere you look, all you hear is the once a cheater, always a cheater lines, which in my case simply is not true. I know that some of this stems from one of her past relationship, which ended in 2016 when she was engaged and the guy broke it off and ran off with one of her friends. I don't want to lose this lady. Only back on Valentine's Day, she made me a present of 100 reasons why she loves me. One of them was that she thinks about the future. She only saw it with me. And then I made her feel like no one else has. This can surely be saved, but I don't understand it, and I don't know what to do. Thanks, Bill, and go fuck yourself. Well, I mean, what the fuck can you do? I mean, if she's going to judge you by what you did when you were 20 years old, I just laid on the table and said, listen, I want to marry you, all right? Well, there's nothing I can do to make, I'm paying for the sins of that last guy. And if you want to throw this relationship because of that last guy, that's on you. Dude, you've done all you can do here. You've done all you can do here. So she's obviously not over that other guy or the pain of that other guy, and now you're paying for it. I don't know. So, I mean, what the fuck can you do? I would just tell her how I feel about her and just say, listen, I'm ready to get married anytime you want to. But if you don't, then you got to let me go, and I got to move on. I got to get, because I'm in my late 30s. And if you don't trust me enough that I'm not going to fuck around on you, then I don't know what to tell you. Then I guess it is over. But it's going to be your call. It's not my call. Something like that. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know.